Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Summer may be coming to an end, but one of the biggest events in Fitchburg is just about to happen, and that's the 2026 Fitchburg Agora Art Fair. And that means one person is back in studio with me. It's Steve Leverett. Steve, welcome back, buddy. How are you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm pumped because Agora Art Fair is about to come back to Fitchburg. A lot of work behind the scenes, and we'll get to that. First and foremost, 17 years in running. Steve, you're doing some great stuff with this, and you've grown it every year, but why should people come out to this great event?
Yeah, so it's coming up on Saturday, August 15th, and that'll be running from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's a free event. It's open to the public. It happens rain or shine. And basically we have 100 local and regional artists that come every year in a variety of mediums. And then besides that, we have a lot of performances and music and food and a beer garden and a lot going on. You can really spend the whole day there.
You really can. Let's go through the different arts pieces here, because every one of these areas is art. Food, music, art.
True.
But let's start with the artists first and foremost. You bring top-notch artists in here, including some local ones as well.
Yeah, so we, this year I received about 180 applications from artists all over the state, and we whittled that down to the 100 best artists. It's a juried process managed by our artistic director, Nikki Russo, and then she has a team of people that also help with that. But we have everything from painting to sculpture to glass to photography. Jewelry is a popular component at the art fair, so there's that. We have 6 Fitchburg artists this year. We have Carrie Shannon and Carol Wedra. They're both returning. One does jewelry, one does glasswork. Thomas Kuchenbecker's an artist, painter. And then we have 3 new ones, Nara Cox, Mary McCarthy, and Paul Stolen. So these are all artists from Fitchburg.
That's pretty cool. 6 out of the 100.
Yeah, it's a pretty good representation.
I would say that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And the art, you're right. The art is every medium you can possibly think of. You can walk away with just about anything from there. It's pretty incredible.
Sure. Yeah.
It's good. Over to the music side, which again, another great component there. We have multiple stages with multiple acts going on.
Yes, that's true. So we have 2 stages. We have the main stage, and that features some of the more locally known artists. We have West Side Andy and Reverend Raven. They're going to be performing there, and we also have the Red Hot Horn Dogs, which is a perennial favorite there.
Last year, we sat down and watched them for a while. They're always moving. They're always like getting the crowd involved, and you can't help but watch. I mean, It's just so much fun.
At 11 o'clock, people are dancing. It's
It
great.
just makes it fun, yeah. So, they're very talented folks there for the music. So you've done a great job on that front. Sure. Over to the food and drink, maybe some of my second favorite art happening there. You bring in some pretty awesome vendors to bring some pretty special meals or food or snacks to this great event.
This is true. So we have a lot of returning vendors that have been coming there since the beginning. We have Jakarta Cafe, and of course the Chamber has their beer and wine garden, and Pancho's Tacos and Chocolate Shop, and all, kind of all those perennial favorites, Curd Girl. But we have some new ones. We have Ben's Soft Pretzels this year, and we have Cheat Day, which does some just delicious smash burgers. And
Cheat Day, I've never heard of this. I'm putting this on my bucket list for sure.
For sure. And, just a really great variety of food. We also have, vegan options, some more healthy options in addition to the, traditional burgers and brats and those kinds of things. So
you're right. I mean, I'm looking at the list here. You've covered every angle I think possible, and cheat day just sounds like the right day for me. But nevertheless, it's going to be great. Over to the kids part, because this is also very kid friendly. So I think of of course, the Art in the Wind with the kite display. The kids just dig that just when you're coming in. You're like, oh my gosh, these kites are great. So hope for wind first off. But
yes, a little bit of wind is good.
Kids activities, what do you got going on?
So this year we're working with Mamoka which is the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art, and they're bringing their art cart out, and they're going to have activities for kids to create their own masterpieces at the event, and it's just a really nice way to kind of engage the youth in the process of art and appreciating art and what it can do for the community, but also what it can do for you personally. So
kids are creative too. I've got two kids that love drawing stuff all the time, and it blows me because they're doing better things than I am. But it's just fun to see them get put that imagination to work.
No fear.
Exactly.
No fear of failure.
They don't know, right?
Yeah. You just go for it, which is something we could all learn from.
Exactly. Another thing that kids and families may want to watch is you're bringing back the Mosaic Celebration of Culture. This is pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, so last year we started this initiative, and what we decided is that each year we would sort of feature a certain segment of culture within the context of Fitchburg, and we chose the Latin culture. And last year we had some pretty bad weather, and
we're not talking about that, Steve.
Two of the things that we had planned that were highlights of the event were canceled. So what we're doing is bringing them back this year.
Fantastic.
And so we have Tanaya Tan Diaz, which is going to do some flamenco Spanish dance, and then we also have Bembe drum and dance coming in. They're going to be alternating their performances, and then we have another musical band coming in after that to kind of close things out.
Yeah, that's again the beat will get you moving, right? Like again, you kind of walk up to that, you're gonna feel the beat. I can guarantee it.
It's fun and it's just beautiful to watch.
It is.
The performances are impressive.
And then if that isn't good enough, we've got the Art in the Wind, Taken to the Skies, but you also have these aerial dance group back as well, which is just fascinating to watch because it's impressive to be hanging from such a height and doing these cool moves.
It is. So Cycropia is the group that's coming in. They've been featured around the area in several different events, but we're fortunate enough to have them they have these beautiful costumes, and they'll do their stilt walking down the street and kind of engage directly with the people coming to the event, and they take pictures and everything. It's just a really welcoming way to kind of get people even further immersed into the event.
I was going to say, it puts your mindset into the event, full spectrum of great art.
It does, and then the pavilion is just perfect because it creates almost a circus type feel, and then you have this beautiful acrobats and aerial dancing happening underneath it. So it's really it really all just really works together. I think we're really fortunate to have all this talent in the area, and when people come here, they really can immerse themselves, like you said, not just the visual art, but there's performance art, there's musical art, there's dance,
food, culture,
everything
you could think of. Yeah, it truly incorporates every single art piece you could have ever asked for, and some. And to be hands-on too with the kiddos, I think, is super important. Right. Also, what's important is free parking, and lots of it.
Parking is important, and so I encourage you to get there early. Their parking is never a problem. There's always plenty of it, and it's really not difficult to get in, but we do have a parking ramp that goes right under the Agora. It is accessible, especially for people who maybe have special needs, or it's handicap accessible. It allows you to get to those elevators and kind of bring you up to the main level efficiently, and so
it's not bad. Yeah, I think that makes it it's not easy to get in and out of, right? Like you don't have to walk too far to get into it. And again, as you're walking up and approaching this, knocking at the wind, there is some wind that day. You're gonna start seeing, see the kites, but you'll see the grounds. And I like coming down from City Hall because I'm always coming down with the gear. Yeah, and it's just cool. It's just cool to walk up to.
I would encourage people to come early. Come right away, because as you walk in, it is unique because there are the kites soaring over the event, and then we have Madison Flute Club too, which kind of is. It's kind of impressive. If you've seen some of these flutes, the size of them, the artistry that's involved there, and the songs they're playing, it just kind of sets the tone for the whole day. and coming in that environment. And we didn't actually talk about that, but that's a prairie setting and the flowers and
beautiful Agora. Who knew?
It's a beautiful place to be hosting this, and we're lucky we have Promega, sponsoring this for all these years. Promega Corporation, definitely a community partner for Fitchburg, and just lucky to have this spot and.
Perfect setting.
It all just comes together.
Setting, right there in Agora.
Yep.
All right, Steve, for folks, again, give us the date and time and location and where we can find out more information.
Again, Saturday, August 15th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., rain or shine, plenty of parking. More information can be found at our website, which is simply www.agoraartfair.com. There, we also have a Facebook page. We have Instagram. So go to those places to find more details about it. You can find out, who the artists are, where they're from, what they do, more about the timing of the performances and all those kinds of things there. And, we just really hope the community comes out like they always do. And we're just really happy to be doing this again and giving back to the community. And it's really a way that the community can come together.
It's sort of for the end of summer, and even though it's not directly the end of summer, but it's sort of like the kind of the closure of summer. It's to come out to this event, enjoy yourself outside with some great food, great music, great art, and just kind of relax.
It's good.
It's good.
Spend the day.
All right, Steve, I appreciate the time as always, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody out at the Agora Art Fair.
Thank you.